Hi, good evening once again. I would like us to try try our 1.4D, which shows a spanner. You want to see whether we'll be able to draw this spanner. So before we do that, let's analyze it very well. Now, if you look at the drawing well, you could see that there is a radius 50 here, whereby you stand somewhere here and you draw a circle. Are you getting it? Now, in the same way, this point is the center point for also another circle of radius 50. Now, the distance between this and then this line was not given, so we are going to take it as 10, and then the distance from here to here too is 10 millimeter. So from the center of this circle, of this very particular circle, is 10 millimeter from here, and from the center of this particular circle is also 10 millimeter from here. So that is it. So let's see how best we can do that. So we go to AutoCAD. I've already drawn the area in which we're going to do the drawing. So the first thing is that let me track here. Now I can track because my object snap tracking is what is on. Are you getting it? My object snap tracking is on. That is why I'm able to track. So I want to first of all draw this very line, which is supposed to be 200. So it means that I have to increase. Let me first of all increase this because it's 200. Let me increase it. I think this will be okay. So I'm going to first of all draw a line which is 200 millimeter. Yeah, if you look at this, you see that from this point going is 200 millimeter. Then for you to get it right, you could see that this line is rotated to about 30 degrees Celsius. 30 degrees, sorry. So the first thing that I'm going to do is that I can rotate this very line here, and then I have to make copy. If you look at this, the rotation angle, copy reference, you have to make copy. So C, enter, so that when I 30 degrees, this is how it's going to be. Now one thing is that I can move from any point and then place it there so that we have some of the line moving in this direction. Now let me move my work towards the right direction a bit, so we have something of this sort. If it's too long, we can cut it, but as we move on, we're going to see. So the next thing that I'm going to do is that it's also important for me to consider is this very line, and you could see that this very line is at 90 degrees or perpendicular to this very line. Are you getting it? So I'm going to also rotate this very line, so copy 90. So basically that's that. Now let's go to the work and analyze it again. There are three important lines. This one, which is at 180 degrees, this one which is at 30 degrees, and that is what we've done over here. This is 30, and then this one which is 90 to this. So these are the lines which are very important, and that's what we are going to do. Now the next thing is that we have to locate the 10 millimeter. I told you that it's not indicated here, but I didn't put it in the handout, so make sure you get it. The distance from this point to this point is 10 millimeter, and the distance from this point to this point is 10 millimeter. So knowing this, I can offset to the front 10 millimeter, and then I can offset to the back 10 millimeter. So 10, I can go here 10, and I can come here 10. Now I want to reduce the height of those two lines. So I want to trim those lines, and I'm going to also give it a different color. I just did this too. Yeah. So this point, this very point, where I'm going to stand to draw a circle of 50, a circle of radius 50, and this is also another point where I'm going to draw a circle of radius 50 that is indicated there. So I'm going to use two different colors to do this. So I'm going to change this color to maybe green, or let me change it to blue, and then this very color, let me also change it to magenta, so that there will be two different things. So like I said earlier, we are going to stand here and draw one circle, and then we're also going to stand here and then draw this particular circle. So this particular circle is supposed to be 50. So let me stand there here and draw a circle of radius 50. I get it. So since I stood here, let me give this color to the circle. So this circle belongs to this. Then I'm also going to stand here and then also draw a circle of radius 50. So let me change this color. I want you to. So this, I stood here and drew this circle, and then I also stood here and then drew this circle. But note that apart from, you see, this one is telling me that there is a circle. This one is also telling me that there is a circle. Then this one shows that there is a circle of radius 32, which combines or which forms a tangent to this particular circle and then this particular circle. So let's come. So it means that there is a circle which is tangent to this and which is tangent to this, and the circle has a radius of 32, which is shown here. So all that I'm going to do is that I pick circle, then I choose tan T. So this is a tangent, this is a tangent, and the radius is 32. I get it. So you see that that circle with radius 32, this particular circle, has served as, or is a tangent to this magenta circle, and it's also a tangent to this blue circle. Exactly. So that is that. Let me change this color also to maybe green, the one which is going to combine it. Then also when we come down here, there is also another circle which is forming a tangent to this circle and a tangent to this circle, the magenta and then the green circle. So that one has a radius of 38. So all that I'm going to do is to click on circle, then I choose tan, enter. So this particular circle and this particular circle, and the radius is 38. So that is it. So let me also change this, or I can let this remain black. I get it. So from there you have to trim to get the one that you want. So in trimming, trim, enter. So it means that you see this one, this green one, this particular green circle, which is 32 in radius, is blending this one and then this one. So this place is not needed, this place is not needed. I get it. We end here, we end here. So that is the blend. Now we come down here in the same way. We don't like top here, we don't like here. Am I right? Let me go back. Let me go back for us to see. So yeah, this particular one is blending this and this. So we don't like here, we don't like here. I get it. Now what can we do? We also don't like here, we also don't like here. So from here I can delete this, I can delete this, I also don't need this, I also don't need that. So you could see those two circles are still there. This is the radius 50 and it is also the radius 50. The green one is the one, the radius 32, which blended this and this. and the black one is the radius 38, which blended this and this. Simple. Are you getting it? So now we have the shape of our spanner. And from there, the next thing that we can do is to know the size here is 40. So if we have this center line, the one which was rotated 30, we can offset, go here 20, go here 20. So we can offset, say 20. So we can go here 20, we can come here 20. I get it. Now from here I can trim. Trim here, and then trim here. What else can we see? You could see that this point, where the 20 line that I just offset meets this particular line, which was perpendicular to this line, then you draw a line from here to here to make the inside of the spanner complete. So I draw a line from here to here, and then one from here to here, just like that. I get it. So from here you could see that I can trim this very side, and let me try as much as possible, and then change the let me also trim here. Let me trim here first. Let me also trim here first. From there I can delete this, I can delete this. I get it. Now let me change the thickness of this, and then apply it for you to better see what I'm getting. So basically that's that. Are you getting it? So you could see that we have the shape of the spanner. Now the next thing that we can do is that you realize that from the end, where the 22 ends, we have a radius of 15. So we can draw our circle here, and the radius is 15. Draw, and we can draw a line to this side, and then repeat a line to this side. Now we are not done yet. The reason why we are not done yet is that we have a circle of radius 38, which is a tangent to this circle, and then this circle, this line, and then we also have the same thing down here. So all that we are going to do is that we pick our circle, we choose tan, and then we make a tangent here and a tangent here. So it's axis of the radius, and the radius is 38. You see that it is drawn. So from here, what can we do? We trim. You can trim here, you can trim here. Don't try to mirror this, because you could see that this is not a complete circle after those blending of, or the circle which became a tangent to them, it's in an oval shape. So when you mirror this line, it's not going to be helpful. So we have to repeat the same process here. So I pick circle, say tan, T, enter. I pick this as a tangent, I pick this as a tangent. It's asking me the radius, and it's 38. You see that it is drawn. So the next thing that I have to do is to trim this. And afterwards, I could also use this same line. Sorry, yeah, the arc. And then I can also trim here. And then I think this should be gone. So if you look at this, I think that is what we have here. Sorry, my battery is running down. So basically, this is how we could draw the spanner. It's very easy. My battery is running down. I have to end here. if you try, I'm